Healthy work environments are so important. And I feel like because people get so caught up on chasing the bag that they forget this. But with that being said, commercial time. Good morning, Instagram. And of course, good morning to the TikTok You Don't Stop. And good morning to all the beautiful people listening to this podcast. I appreciate you always. And wow, I can't believe you're listening to me. Let me finish commercial time because I was about to get right into it. Yeah, I saw that slip up right. I was about to get right into it. But first, can I get a drum roll, please? Today is Monday, known as Money Bag Monday and Mental Health Check-in Monday. So it goes beautiful with the topic, and I didn't even realize that I picked the topic that went beautiful with the day. Like I had just putting the connections together. And yes, Money Bag Monday, we got to get the bag, and Mental Health Check-in Monday. And I'm a big believer, if you don't have your mental health, you cannot do nothing. Like, you're fully incapable of doing anything. It's like being paralyzed, temporary paralyzed, okay? You need to get that mental health in check first before you go chasing any bag. So yes, work environments is so important, okay? And I found out about this when I started my career. Because I'm not going to lie, I don't know if this is a New York thing or this is all over. Retail is very ghetto, okay? Like, retail is about as ghetto as it gets, okay? So I really don't want to put retail in here. I want to put like career city jobs and, government jobs and stuff like that. And I will say that, so let me just start off with my story time, okay? Without giving too many details, because people be putting the puzzles together. But I was placed to work with this woman, okay? And it was the hardest thing I had to do in my life. Okay? When I tell you, this situation taught me so much self-control, because I'm used to just being that teenage girl that once you 3 strikes you're out, and I'm just going off. Okay? But I'm not that teenage girl no more. I'm an adult. I was placed to work with this person, and this is just what it is. This is what you have to deal with. But mind you, my mental health is horrible, because was it a year or months after I just had lost my mother? So not only my mental health is just not it, and I don't know why my boss did that. I'm not even gonna lie. They say don't hold grudges, but I hold grudges. I don't care. Like, I still don't understand and feel like I did not deserve to be placed with this person. But that's just my personal opinion, okay? And it's like, all right, so my mental health is messed up. They put me to work with this woman, and she's older. She's like my mother age, mind you. And I'm very respectful of my elders. I told you I'm old school. I got old, so I'm very respectful of my elders. So the last thing I want to do is disrespect or come off as a rude young girl to this woman. But like, we just kept bumping heads, and I really came to the conclusion, okay? Because my mother used to say it all the time. I used to look at her like she crazy. She was jealous of me. Like, I really just came to that conclusion, because it's just like, I'm young, I'm in my prime, I know what I'm doing, I'm killing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, job wise, I'm not talking about looks, none of that. Like, I'm talking about job wise, work ethic wise. This was me, okay? And yeah, once you get to a certain age, you know what I'm saying? You're not everybody, but she just wasn't doing it. And it's just like, I'm a big believer in, you was born with it or you wasn't. I was born with it, but she wasn't. And that's where we bumped heads, okay? And it turned into a whole big thing, and it just it put me in such a dark, like, I could say it 10 more times, place, okay? Like, I'm talking about, I'm in my car, Now, you talking about a person. I used to come to work an hour early. First of all, my job was very close to me, so it was never a thing. Y'all already know I'm a morning person. You're going to be up early. But it's not even that. One, I'm a morning person. This is when I had to like take the ultimate breaks of my platform, because I'm a big believer. If I didn't wake up like this, I'm not about to deliver it to y'all. And if I do deliver it to y'all, I'm going to let y'all know I did not wake up like this, and this is just what it is. Like, I'm very real. Don't think that I wake up happy every morning, because that's just not me. That's not what it is. That's not this platform. Okay. And when I tell y'all, like, whenever, like, my Instagram fam might know the period of this time, but whenever I took the most amount of breaks is when this was going on. Okay. Because I'm literally, forget an hour early. I'm coming in like, if I got to start at 8, I'm coming in at like 8:01, 8:02, which is not, boy, that's not like me. I'm an early person. I come in for 7 if I got to be there for 8. If I got to be there for 9, I'm coming in at 8. You know, that's the type of worker I am. So the fact that this is just what it is, it just shows how, like, it was really affecting me. Okay. And then, like, multiple people had to get involved. Meetings had to be had. Words got exchanged. Yelling was a lot. Okay. It was a lot. It was to the point where I'm in the parking lot and I would listen to Janet Jackson and Michael Jackson scream every morning before I go to work. It was literally that bad. And if you don't know that song, you need to go listen to that song, because it's a classic. But yes, it was literally that bad. And I never, ever, ever, not even want, I made a promise to myself that I will never in my life be put into a situation like that ever again. And no, I got out of it. Girl got out of it. Let me tell you something about me. My mother messed me up in life because she barely told me no. So I don't like the word no. I always find a way around the word no. And if I don't find a way around the word no, then I have to have a conversation with myself and like, Stacey, this is just what it is. But in that situation, I was not being told no, bro. It was no way. I'm a very, very smart girl. And I found the way around it. I'm not going to go into details about it, but just know I found the way around it. And I'm laughing because this is really just who I am as a person. Like, it's so funny. And I just remember, like, that happy person that just loved their job. And to just going from loving your job to just such in a dark, deep place. Like, it's just, wow. Like, one, I'm a survivor, because a lot of people can't survive that. And two, it's not healthy. It's not healthy. It's not okay. And when do we tell ourselves you deserve better? Like, when do we? Like, I have one friend in my life. I'm not going to say her name, but like, I really envy her for the way she will not tolerate any nonsense in her career, and she will get up and she will leave that job. And one thing about her, she's gonna find another job. Okay? And I'm the type of person, I'm big on security, and sometimes I don't like change. So that's a big, like, I envy her for that. Like, she don't care for change. She admire it and she's ready for it. It takes a lot. And, like, I'm not a person that get comfortable, because if you know me, then you know I'm always working on something. I'm always doing something new. But, like, when it comes to my career, I'm big on, like, this is just what it is. But then I'm learning, like, to change. Change is okay, especially in your career. Change is okay. And this is why I even though I'm done with school, I'm still making sure that I'm overqualified for my job, because I made a vow to myself that nobody, no boss, will ever play with me like that ever again in life. Because I want to make sure when I have that opportunity to walk out that door, if you do try to play with me, okay, I have all my credentials to get another job by the next week. And that's just what it is. But the point that I'm trying to make here, and the reason why I'm telling you the story time, is stop letting people play with you. Stop letting people play with you. And for the people, if you're in a situation to where your situation is similar to mine, read your handbook. Read your job's handbook. Know your laws that's in place. because nobody's going to tell you these things. You got to go looking for them. Okay? You got to go looking for them. Nobody's going to tell you them. And that's just really what it is. But don't let nobody play with you. I'm not saying quit your job, do something crazy, or like have a manic episode. No, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is make sure you build yourself and your qualifications, and make sure that you make yourself to where people can't play with you. Like, I hate to use this for example. Let's be honest. Like, you think people could play with Beyonce? Like, let's really use this for example. Like, let's say if one of the arenas that she did her tour on started playing with her. You think if she was to cancel doing one of her shows there, that's going to bother her pockets? No. But one, it's going to put them in a, oh, wow situation, because now it's like, you just played with Beyonce. And two, she just walked away from you and nothing happened to her. She's fine. And that's where I want to be in life. You play with me, I'm going to walk away from you with me being perfectly fine financially and mentally, And that's the goal. And a lot of these corporate jobs, they don't care for your mental health. They don't care for your health. They don't care for you. You're a placement. You're a number. You're a number, bro. They don't care. So don't sit here and put your mental health and put your health before these corporate jobs. I'm not saying do things that's going to get you fired. I got to put the disclaimer in here because, some people take this stuff and run with it. But what I am saying is stand up for yourself, have a backbone, and know your rights. And I'm going to leave it right there at that note. If you made it this far to the podcast, I love you. And if you didn't, it's okay. You still tuned in. So it is what it is. Guys, I appreciate you guys always. Let me know how you feel about this conversation or this topic. I have an announcement later on this week, too. I think I'm trying to wait till like Friday to announce it. But yeah. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's episode. All right.